It's another episode of the DWP. Today we talk about summertime. We want it to be summer so bad that we pretend that it is, and we talk about camp. And then we talk about something else at the end, but you'll have to listen to it to know what it is.
I'm Tommy Dillon. I'm Matthew Winkler. This is our podcast, DWP. Let's go!
I farted. It smells so bad.
It's
right out the
fucking
gate.
gross, man. It smells like the inside of you is black tar.
It is. I've been eating a lot of junk food.
Yeah.
It's called the winter, baby.
It's called the winter, baby, but we're bringing summer vibes here today at
In
the
the summertime.
DWP, the Dillon Winkler podcast. I am Tommy Dillon,
And I'm Matthew Winkler.
and we're over the fucking winter.
We're over it. I'm calling it right now. It's summertime.
End of February. I'm fucking done. It's
February
summer,
28th.
baby. We're bringing summer vibes today.
That fart is still lingering, and I am so sorry.
Yeah, I taste it.
Yeah.
You ever eat?
I didn't know it was gonna be that bad. I hope you know that I didn't know it was gonna be that
You ever
bad.
eaten like candy with the skin still on,
Chocolate candy with the skin still on?
or just like candy in general with the skin still on,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but
like the wrapper?
Oh, the wrapper.
Yeah.
No, because I'm a human.
You know the texture of it though.
Yeah.
That's what I taste in my mouth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gross.
You know what's a really cool thing?
I shouldn't have got you that muffin.
I know. It's chocolate chip muffin. Muffin. You know what's?
Got you that muffin.
You know what a really cool thing that I learned was?
What?
Look around this room. Even if you haven't licked it, your tongue, you can look at it and know what the texture is going to be like.
Oh yeah. Wow. I just got wet.
Did you know that though? That's pretty cool, eh?
I didn't know that.
You're like, oh, I know exactly what the.
Now you're just looking at things,
like,
licking them
oh.
in your mind,
Yeah, you do a little guys.
doing a little
Do
mind
the
lick.
mind lick.
Let's do the mind lick.
It's the lick to lick.
Come there, body down the vein, the ball. Mind lick. Skewy da baba, skewy da ba dee ba ba. Mind lick. Yeah.
Get on, everybody. I'm going to show you a trick. If you've never tasted it before, just give it a lick. It's the mind lick.
Scooby the bow.
It's a mind lick.
Coming.
Come in.
Summer 2023. Mind lick.
We should write the mind lick.
We should write the mind lick. I think, you know what? I honestly think, jokes aside,
Yeah.
I think me and you should do a Hall & Oates type of project,
I'm down.
because I think that would be fantastic.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the brains.
Yeah.
I'm the mass. I'll take up all the space.
Yeah, I'll do all the work.
So we're bringing summer vibes today.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I just had a funny joke that I wasn't able to say before.
Say it. Say it. Let's hear it.
You know what they call it when you lick something and you know what it tastes like?
What?
It's a mind lick maneuver.
Mind lick maneuver.
I just want to say that.
It was good.
Thank you.
I think it landed.
I
Not
mean,
sure where, but it landed.
It landed somewhere.
yeah.
It's still in the air right now.
Yeah.
Hasn't hit the ground yet.
So we're bringing summer vibes in the end of February because we're over it.
Yeah, I really don't want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah. Now the question is, do you enjoy summer as much as you did when you were a kid, you think?
No.
Do you enjoy anything as much as you did
No.
when you were a kid?
No.
No. I remember
Well,
like
actually, I do. I enjoy laying in bed way more now than I did as a kid.
yeah, that's true. I thought that was a punishment. Remember being in bed was a punishment?
Yeah, like go to bed early. Now I'd be like,
Yes, please.
yes, please. And can I skip dinner?
May I please?
May
sir?
I please skip dinner to go to bed at 6 p.m., please?
Yeah, I remember like I just when it's like the middle of July and I'm like, oh, it's sweltering outside.
It's sweltering.
I'm like, oh no. But when I was a child, I was like, I gotta get out of here, see my friends. I gotta skateboard and flick boogers and like find porn. Remember when I don't know if this was the same for you.
I have a story for you of it. I know where you're gonna go,
Yeah.
but you do yours first. I got a story.
So when I was a child, it's not the same as kids today, where you're on your fancy hand computers and you can just go to any portal.
PORN, enter. Oh, and there's millions and millions of people.
When I was a kid, let me tell you, when I was a
Oh
child.
shit! Is this Tommy as a child segment?
Yeah, when I was a child, the only way I could find porn was in the woods. It would be ripped up pages of a magazine, and they'd always be wet.
It'd always be wet or stuck together.
Yeah, and you know what? That was the only way. One time, I found a Hustler magazine under my dad's bed, but that's about it.
So
You got something, huh?
I
you
got something.
You got something cooking? Ooh, he's bubbling. Ooh, he's bubbling. Something's cooking. Let's get it on!
I lived on a main road in Scarborough. Okay, I'm not gonna say the name of it, but let's call it Sneaky D's.
All right. You lived on Sneaky D's.
Yeah, and there was a bus stop right in front of my house.
Okay, that's
So
convenient.
So the bus stop was here, and there was like a thing you could like. It was like my front lawn was like above ground, so
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was like a concrete ledge you could sit on.
Mhm.
People would sit on that and wait for the bus, and it was cool. We never like get off my lawn. We're just like cool, man. Like you can sit there. One day, I'm leaving my house. It's the summertime.
And this is pre-COVID.
I was like 9 or 10.
Okay,
So
so
it was
pre-COVID.
pre-COVID. It was
Yeah.
pre-COVID.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pre-COVID.
Paint a picture. What day of what time of the year was it?
It was pre-COVID, and it was summer, and I was about 9 years old.
Okay.
And I'm leaving my house. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. I'll see you later. I walk out my front door, and I start walking down like the driveway, and I see pages everywhere, like a ripped up book everywhere. And I'm looking. I'm like, that's Naked Lady. Ooh, that's Naked Lady. That's Naked Lady. So I go, Mom, you might want to come out here. She comes out. She goes, oh, get inside. So I'm like, no. And I'm running around. There was a suitcase in front of the bus stop on my front lawn that had been opened. And I don't know if it was the guy who left the suitcase there or the wind, but there was single page photos from porno mags. I would say, using my knowledge and my memory, I would say probably between 70 and 100 pages.
Just blowing around.
Blowing around my front lawn, on my steps, on the driveway, coming up toward, like they're creeping towards the house. These, let's just call them like gremlins, but paper.
Yeah.
And they're all coming towards the house. And there was so much porno everywhere. It was great. It was so much fun to watch. Like my mom, like, don't look, and like scrambling around. Oh man, it was
Just
great.
a little bit of wind took up that porno.
Well, that's why I like a little bit of wind.
Yeah.
Because it always brings the porno to Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it was an open suitcase, and we don't know who put it there. Like, people knew where I like. I'm pretty sure it was a prank.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it was a prank.
Maybe.
But it was. Hey, pranksters! I'm not pranked. I'm privileged. It was an honor to see that much porno on my front lawn.
When I was in high school, I was telling my friends that I got a TV in my room because I found one on the curb.
Oh, you found a TV on the curb?
And it worked.
Before you continue, you know what I had?
What?
I had one of those hospital TVs. It was like a TV VCR combo.
Yeah, that's what I had.
And I hung it like it was like on the bracket. I had it in the corner and it swiveled.
Really?
Yeah,
oh no,
yeah,
I had
yeah.
it on my dresser, but so I had the cable illegally hooked up at my house because my dad's a dirt bag. But
he's thrifty.
Yeah, he's thrifty. So I would watch like softcore pornos. We've talked about it before, Red Shoe Diaries and all this stuff.
TLN.
So
Latin Lovers. Remember Latin Lovers?
Latin Lovers, yeah. I don't know if I've told the story before, but I was telling my friends, and he's like, "Oh man, can you tape some of it?
Can you make me a mixtape?"
So I like over a couple weeks watched these softcore pornos, and I like would tape just the sex scenes.
Yeah.
So it's basically like a boner jams, like a compilation.
Yeah, you made a boner jams.
But do you remember the show Oz? There was a show called Oz about prison.
Yes, and I've never seen it, but there's a lot of graphic scenes of men of fornications
and
violence.
Yeah.
Unwilling.
Yeah. And then willing also. But
there's okay.
So basically I had this tape going and I knew I was around the 10-minute mark of this tape. So I was like, all right, I have
if you're not done by now.
So I was watching that Oz show and I had seen this episode that's on before, so I knew what was coming.
Yeah.
But there's a scene where two men are about to make out in a shower.
Okay.
Right? They're naked. But the one guy had a razor under his tongue. He was hiding. And then he slit his throat. And then the naked man bled to death in the shower. So I put that scene 10 minutes into this boner jam scene.
That's like part of my language. That's ideal nut time.
Yeah, exactly. So then I gave it to my friend, and he came in the next day so pissed off because apparently that scene came on the very worst time.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
good work.
I was like, "You confused yet? Because you're jizzing to someone
you got
dying in a
someone
shower."
snuffed. That was
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to. Did you ever go to summer camp?
No, I never did summer camp.
Really?
Yeah, I never did. You did summer camp?
I did summer camp.
How many years?
I had a long time
You
because
wouldn't
I
give
did
a
it.
year, eh?
I would. Well, my family, we didn't really have a lot of money, so there's this place called the Scott Mission.
Okay.
They basically are like, they're a shelter, but they also help like a food bank almost. They give like Christmas presents and stuff. They had this summer camp where basically parents who don't make a lot of money, you could pay what you can.
Okay.
And they
That's
do
sweet.
it. They do every summer 4 10-day sessions, and then like the good campers get invited back to fifth camp, which is what they called it, which is 5 days at the end of the summer.
Oh, like a bonus camp.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And it's basically
Did you ever make it?
Yeah, I made it almost every year.
good.
And then I went there so many years in a row, I became a counselor.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so you were there
And
a
it paid
lot.
really well.
Did you have like friends now that you made back then?
No.
No,
No.
so it wasn't like an actual fulfilling experience. It was just something to do. Every
No,
summer?
it was a fulfilling experience.
okay.
I just didn't take
It wasn't
a
a
lot of
long
friends back.
lasting. It was
Not the friendships, not really, but
No, yeah.
yeah, I remember it was crazy. It was like 90 acres. They had like a girls' camp and a boys' camp.
But before we continue, is it bad that I quantified your time at camp as how many friends you have currently?
No, I
now
made
because
a
of
lot
it?
of friends. I just didn't keep them afterward, like to this day.
I mean, for me, I think it kind of shows what my priorities are. Like, did you have a lot of friends now, or do you have 0 friends? I'm gonna have to work that out in the old therapy sesh. Why do I quantify all time based on how many friends I make
Yeah.
or how many people like me?
Well, I mean, I'm the same way.
It's
Mommy
sad.
like me now.
It's sad. But continue.
But so this camp, the payoff was that it was because it was like rented by a shelter. It was like a Christian camp.
okay,
So like
there's a lot of Jesus involved.
a lot of Jesus. Like there was a chapel there, so you had to go to
Okay.
mass every Sunday. But there was only usually one Sunday for every 10 days you were there. But
So you went to mass once a week.
yeah, well on the Sunday.
On the
But
Sunday.
they had like a barn that was a cafeteria,
Right.
and like they would like sing Jesus.
Oh,
like-
before you eat.
Yeah, before, and then like when you were going to bed, it was 10 kids to a cabin, 2 counselors, and the counselors would read from the Bible before you went to bed.
Oh, like a really nice bedtime story.
Yeah, you know how the Bible's like super
Yeah.
nice,
And then Job gave up all of his possessions, and he was sad.
and then
for a
got
very long time.
decapitated. And then
Yeah.
they would have like a fire every night with the whole camp.
And they were like, "This is how Jesus died."
Yeah, they would like sing Jesus songs and
songs.
stuff. But it was cool. They had like a basketball court, a pool, a lake for canoeing. They had archery. They had it was like huge. And there was a girls' camp on this side, and then a huge hill, the boys' camp on this side.
Okay.
And I remember I got sent home a couple years. Once, like 2 for fighting. Once I got lice and got sent home, and everyone knew.
Did you
and I had
spread
to
it?
Drive home. Yeah, I think I spread it. And what they did is all the counselors had fake names.
All the campers had
The
fake names.
counselors.
See that?
So they had fake names, but then it was a whole thing on the last day finding out your counselor's real names.
Yeah, because that's kind of creepy.
It was like a whole thing. So it was like there
I
was a
don't like
guy
that.
named Blammo, and there was a guy named Nico, and like Sparrow and all this shit.
I don't like that at all.
So on the last day of camp,
yes.
but like before
Ooh, what was your name when you were camp counselor? Sorry, I have so many questions.
Brody.
That's actually really suits you.
Yeah, Brody I got it from Mallrats.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You do look like a Brody.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you.
Do I?
Yeah,
I
like
can
in a
pull off
good.
a
Like
Brody?
yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. So, anyways, yeah, the last day of camp, they had a counselor hunt. So there's 100 boy campers, 100 girl campers, which means there was like 20 boys, 20 girl counselors.
Yeah,
And they would run in this 90 acres.
and you had to hunt them.
And if you caught them, you got a ticket. And the cabin with the most tickets at the end of the day got a pizza/pool party on the last day of camp.
That's actually so sick.
Right? So we're running. There's a pine forest. There was an evergreen forest or whatever. And I remember I was chasing this one counselor. His name was Nautilus.
Okay.
And he was probably about maybe 19 or 20.
Okay.
I was like 13. And I'm chasing him through the pine forest. And he's so fast. And like, there's no way I'm going to catch him. So
Yeah.
in my brain, I was like, I'm going to pretend I'm hurt.
Brilliant.
He's going to come back and I'm going to catch him.
Brilliant.
So I pretended to sprain my ankle and he fell and I was screaming. But he didn't trust me because I was a little bit of a
Yeah, you're a little
prankster.
shit. You're a little shit boy.
I'm a little shit boy. So he's running. This actually happened, and I
shit boy.
still kind of feel bad about
Shit
this.
boy.
Hey, what up?
Sorry.
It's shit boy.
Shit boy. That's like a
Sheboygan.
That's like a second for shit boy.
Yeah,
Hey, if you have a kid or a friend who like just a little bit of a shit disturbance, you call him shit boy.
shit boy. My name is Tommy Dillon, aka Shit
boy.
Boy. Hashtag Shit Boy.
Brody shit boy.
So Nautilus is fucking 50 feet in front of me. I
Yeah.
pretend to sprain my ankle. He knows that I fuck around a lot,
You're
so
a shit
he
boy.
doesn't fully stop running. And he turns around to see if I'm okay. And when he turns, a pine needle goes into his eye and snaps off. And it was the most blood-curdling scream I've ever heard. He fell over, and then people run to him. He's bleeding from his eye. And
And you're like, what about my ankle?
it's like, do I get my ticket?
You caught him.
No, he went blind in that eye forever. And it's all because I wanted a pizza party.
More like not a C.
Nautilus, not a see ya no more.
Not a C no good.
Yeah.
Not C no good no more.
So I caused a 19-year-old kid to go blind in one eye when I was 13 because I
Ye-
wanted a pizza party.
I'm learning. So this is episode, I think, 15. And I'm learning something very important. And that's that I should distance myself from you at all costs.
I also there was a pool there, and I had a belly flop competition with this one counselor named Simba, and I did 13 belly flops in a row, and I shit my swim trunks.
Yeah. the amount of impact. Yeah. First of all, my response was,
Yeah. I shit my swim trunks.
yeah, it makes sense. That makes absolute sense because the amount of weight and like smackage on your belly there,
yeah,
that's going to cause you to shit.
like climbing out of the pool, but the mesh of my swim trunks caught it.
oh, good.
Yeah.
You're
I'm a real hero.
you logged onto your internet. That's a Simpsons.
It's no longer wireless, folks.
It's wired.
So
Shit boy.
shout out Nautilus.
So-
I don't know your real name, but I
I hope you
hope things are looking up. Ayo!
I hope things are looking
I hope things are looking
around.
yeah, preferably or peripherably.
I hope you had fun in 2020.
Yep. Sorry about that. My B.
You're back. You're back.
My B.
My B. I pretended my A hurt.
Yeah.
And you got a P and a Z.
Did you ever do family vacations when you were a kid?
Man, I'm so boring, dude. You picked the wrong guy to do a podcast with. We
What are you talking about? I think you're fun. I think you're pretty neat.
yeah, now my childhood was like so we had a cottage. My family has a cottage. We still do.
Where is it?
It's about an hour and a half east of Toronto.
What's the address?
It's 4323 Pineville.
4323 Pine Drive.
Yeah.
All right.
And so we would do that a lot.
Yeah.
My dad doesn't like to fly.
I love a good cottage.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. My dad doesn't like to fly. My mom doesn't know how to drive. So
Yeah.
it's a very very codependent family.
Yeah.
So we would just go if my dad didn't want to go somewhere. There's a chance we weren't going there.
Yeah.
But my dad was, we would go eat, I think mini putt, shit like that. Mostly the cottage, hang out at home. Like there really wasn't much going on. I played sports. Like I played soccer in the summer and hockey in the winter. So like we kind of had to be home because I was at practice on Thursdays, games on Saturdays or whatever, and church on Sundays.
Church on Sundays.
Had to go to church.
I got my
To church.
I got my ear pulled by a priest in church once.
Did you think you were making a wish?
No,
You were
like you know when you get like the body of Christ, the cracker.
yeah.
I pulled out a little mini peanut butter, and I kept it in my teeth, and I put peanut butter on it. He caught me, and he pulled me by the ear and kicked me out of church.
But the body of Christ tastes so much better with peanut butter.
The body of Christ tastes so much better with peanut butter.
Listen though.
That's Jesus Christ on a cracker and some PB.
Jesus Christ is a cracker.
Hashtag Jesus Christ is a cracker.
He is. He is now.
He was real, right?
He was real.
Tell me he's real.
He was.
Tell me Jesus was real.
Guys, is Jesus real? Please tell me Jesus. I gotta believe in something.
I gotta believe in something.
Do you believe in anything? Do you believe in anything? Anything? anything in the whole world. Do you believe in any of it?
I don't know. Like, do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
I believe in ghosts.
I like spirits. Yes.
Yeah, I believe in aliens.
Yeah.
God, man. But
No.
like, see, here's the thing. I've heard someone else talk about this. It's like, I'll believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
And aliens.
Yeah.
And like fucking Atlantis,
Bigfoot,
all this shit. And I don't believe in God at all, but I know the ignorance that is, where I'm like ghosts, yeah, aliens, obviously, Bigfoot, hopefully, God, fucking get out of here.
Here's the thing, though, is that the other three things you said didn't exploit humans for the last thousands of years,
yeah, I know.
right? You know what I mean? Like, aliens didn't touch me as a kid.
Not you.
Exactly. Well, I mean, they probed, so maybe they did. Ghosts never touched me as a kid.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
I have.
You've seen a ghost?
I have.
Oh, well, fucking. Let's
about
get into it, buddy.
I have seen a ghost.
Let's break this down.
Yeah. Okay. I was 17.
I like how 5 minutes ago you were like, "Oh man, I'm so boring. I'm the wrong person to do a podcast with." By the way, I've seen a ghost. Let's fucking go,
Okay.
Ghost Bros.
Ghost Bros. New podcast. Ghost
Hashtag
Bros.
Ghost Bros.
I like that. I like hashtag Ghost Bros. Hashtag Ghost Bros, because now I got to put it in 3 times.
Yeah,
I know how I edit, right? Hashtag Ghost Bros.
Yeah, and then when you say hashtag Ghost Bros, you got to put it every time you say hashtag Ghost Bros.
It's got to
you got to put hashtag Ghost Bros
at the bottom,
right here.
It's gonna go like right there,
right around there.
Yeah.
Hashtag Ghost Bros.
So I was 17. The computer.
So you're old enough to know
better.
You're almost an adult.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have the Liberty spikes at this point?
No, I think I was in faux hawk phase.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
17 is a good faux hawk age.
Yeah, it was. My graduation photo, I have a faux hawk. Is after I'd seen Alfie.
Oh, of course. Fucking Rude Jude.
Rude Jude on a Vespa with
Jude,
a pink shirt.
wow.
He had a light pink dress shirt on and a scarf, and he's riding his Vespa. And I was like, that's gotta be me.
Yeah.
And I literally went out and bought the exact outfit.
I think that's kind of your aesthetic now.
No, I'm gonna switch
I
it
can
up.
picture you on a Vespa in a pink shirt.
I would love a Vespa. Pink shirt too. I can pull up a picture.
Yeah, you
Depends
can pull up
if I'm burnt or not.
like salmon. You can pull up
Little salmon shirt. So I'm 17.
Yeah.
And the computer with the internet's in the basement. Okay. And
I had that too.
And then my bedroom's on the second floor. So basement, main floor, second floor. I got really good at like knowing how to navigate in the dark. Because then I turn on lights, turn off lights, and like cause noise.
Were you scared? Like, were you one of those people that turn off the lights and fucking bolted?
Only from the bathroom.
Only from the bathroom,
Yeah,
not from the basement.
No, basement was okay.
Okay.
I had a fear. I had a fear as a kid, and I don't know where it came from. But if I flushed the toilet, something was going to come out and chase me if I didn't get out of the bathroom quick enough.
Arachnophobia. You remember that movie?
Yes.
There's a scene where a guy gets out the toilet and then a huge spider crawls out of the toilet.
Oh shit.
So it scared me. I shit on an angle for like 4 years.
Yeah.
Anyways, go on.
Something
Sorry.
like that.
Yeah.
So I
you're
got
in the
really good.
basement.
I'm in the basement. I turn off the lights. I was navigating through the dark. I know how many steps there are. I count them. This is the beginning of all sorts of issues that I'm going to have as an adult.
Yeah.
Count the steps. 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step. I count all the steps. I get up to the second floor, and my room's at the very end of the hall. So it's like a big hallway, and it's all the kids' rooms, right? So you got my sister, my brother's over here, and then I'm the door straight ahead. My door's closed. I walk up to the door. I know the room and my light is off. I know the blinds pulled down because I like it super dark in my room to sleep. I open the door, and there is a translucent, bluish kind of like sphere about this big. And it's like see-through but bluish. And I see it for like a second and a half, 2 seconds, and it goes this way, like at me. From what I can recall, I'm assuming it went through me because I immediately felt like a huge chill over my body and I fell.
Did you pee?
I didn't pee. I crawled into bed and I shivered for like 20 minutes.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It was fucked. So so what I can presume was that it like took like energy from me. Yeah. So I was about 17, and I like was like fucking shaking and shit. Like my teeth were going for like 20 minutes after that, and I was like weak as like I had to like couldn't get up after I felt like I had to like crawl up into bed.
Whoa.
Yeah, man, it was fucked. And I was about 17 years old, grade 10.
And that was
11-ish,
the
12.
first and last.
I've had some stuff here, so I'm in.
Is this place haunted?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
You never told me that.
Yeah, but I mean, your life's haunted, so I figured it would be
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not doing so well, guys.
So that fart at the beginning of the episode, that wasn't me. It was a ghost. It was a ghost. It was a fart ghost. Shit boy lives here.
Shit boy. The ghost of shit boy.
Yeah, like here. So the house I live in is a family home. My grandma lived here.
Wait, hold on. Before we go on,
Yes.
where that you saw that ghost when you were 17?
Yeah.
Do your parents still live in that house?
Yes. Yeah, I was
Should we-
sort of fine with it.
Should we go conjure that ghost?
I don't know what it was. You know what I mean? Like it could have been a ghost. It could because I know ghosts come in different forms, right? There's like the one that looks like
Corporeal.
there's corporeal. There's like that is one of them,
Projection.
like orb. And then there's like little like the what I'm going to tell you about
Okay,
this
sorry,
place
yeah, let's go.
is like that.
I don't like that.
So here,
So wait, just to turn the tables, is
Yeah.
this going to be spooky?
yes,
Oh shit!
no, it's not. It's not going
All
to be
right,
spooky.
let's go. Let's
It's not
fucking go. I'm getting.
Yeah. So for a long time after I moved in, my grandmother was in a home with Alzheimer's, and then sadly she passed away. If I don't know how many years ago now, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Sorry about
Maybe
that.
close to 6 now. It's okay. Shows how much I know. I don't know how many years it's been, but I don't know what day it is. So I mean that makes sense.
Yeah,
I know it's Tuesday because we record on Tuesdays.
you do a lot of weed, so
No, yeah. I also just block out a lot of trauma. Like all of it.
I heard that.
You sure did. But I would come home. I would come here, like home, for after being out, and I would open the front door, and I would open. So the front door is a foyer. Then the second door goes to where I live, and I would open that door, and I would smell like a big whiff of like her cooking. Like ton. Like I don't cook much. I'm not much of a cook guy. It'd be like tons of garlic, onion. It'd be like a goulash, like a stew. Like I would smell it, and it would be like my grandma's like cooking, and I would smell it in my house. And I would just go, "Hey, Oma," like smells great, and that was it. I've had cold spells in the hallway down here in the basement where we're recording. Cold spells, stuff like that. But they're not scary because I've never been haunted. Like I don't have nightmares.
It's not like sinister.
No. They're all very good, very nice. I bring good vibes. Even my mom was like, after you moved in, I wasn't afraid to like go down the hallway or go into the basement. She's like, I felt like I don't know, like it was like cleansed or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah. So I see my Oma pops up. Oma pops up from time to time here. What's up, Oma?
What up, Oma? I hear you.
I hear you, Grandma.
Grandma goulash.
Now I'm hungry. Yeah, she cooked one of our pets before. I ate my pet rabbit. I ate my pet rabbit when I was a kid.
Pet rabbit?
Oh yeah, for sure. She had 2 pet rabbits named Stew and Goulash. So you know what happened when they acted up.
They became goulash and they became stew. Bang bang.
Bang bang.
Bang bang goes the dynamite.
They went to the farm uptown.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my belly.
Yeah. The St. Lawrence Market.
What about you? Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Have you been haunted? Have you been scared? Have you been spooked?
I'm scared all the time. I think even from like sometimes now, even now as an adult man entering his early 60s, sometimes even now when I go to sometimes when
all in our early 60s in our heart, am I right?
Sometimes when I go to the bathroom now, subconsciously I just open the shower curtain.
You know what? That's always a good smart move.
Right?
It's always a smart move.
I just always sometimes I don't think about it, but sometimes I'll be like taking a tinkle and I'll be like,
I should check that shower
I
curtain.
should check that shower.
My
Yeah.
shower curtain's always open. Have you noticed that in the bathroom here?
Yes, I have.
Always open.
Yeah.
And nothing's hiding there.
My lady likes to keep it always closed no matter what, even if there's no one else there. And
It's
sometimes-
smart to close it because then you don't get mildew on like, you know, when
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a wet shower and you open like in like the cracks there. Yeah. I replace my shower curtains a lot. A lot. But I like to leave them open because I don't want anyone spooking up in there. That's the reason why I make my bed.
Yeah.
Is for that because if it's a clump,
Yeah.
it could be somebody.
Well,
in
it's
there.
also that like tiny victories kind of thing. You ever heard about that? Tiny victories. So
No.
like if if you do something, you try to get as much little things done in the day where like if you make your bed first thing in the morning.
Okay, yeah.
When
yeah,
you
yeah.
walk by it, you're like, I made my bed. I accomplished something.
That's
It kind of helps your brain be like, you know what? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
You know what? I didn't know that they were called. What are they called?
Tiny victories.
That should be the name of our band, by the way.
Tiny victories.
It's a great fucking band name.
Okay, there we go.
We got our band
Tiny
name.
victories.
We got our band name. That's a great band name.
All right, we're getting it going. Hall and Oates type of duo.
Yeah.
Tiny victories.
Called Tiny Victories. Yeah. So I mean, like, I'm home a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a musician for a living. If you didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I'm home a lot. And what I do is, if I'm ever feeling down, like if I feel down in a day, I don't make a to-do list. I made a have done list.
Oh, that's so smart. I like that.
So I take a piece of paper and I write down the things that I've done, even if it's like get out of bed, have a smoothie, and if I haven't done that, then I don't write it down because it's not a have done.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll write down all the things that I did, right? And then I look at the paper, I'm like, oh, that paper's full, even though one of it's like put on a sock,
Yeah,
and then put on other sock. But like, yeah, I do a have done list, and then I'm like, oh, I actually did some things today, and then I can go back to doing nothing.
there you go.
Have
We're
done
teaching
list.
you. We're here. We're trying to make your life better.
We want to make. We honestly, the only thing, and this is true. I'm not joking. The only thing I want to do in my entire life, my goal in my entire. I don't care if I have money. I don't care if I have anything else. I want people to feel better in my presence.
Yeah, that's the goal.
All I want.
That's all I ever want.
I want to make your life better.
And if I don't like you, I want to make your life a little worse.
Well, if I don't like you, I don't stay around you.
Yeah,
I just
no.
leave your.
I just
area.
want everyone around me to be happy,
That's all it is.
and I want you guys to be happy.
I want you to be happy too, which is why our next episode is going to be all requests.
All requests, all that. You know what? Our next episode, you know what we're going to do?
What are we going to do?
We're going to bring back an old segment I used to do.
So our next episode is March 1st.
March 1st. We're going to
Okay.
start. We're going to say spring starts on March 1st.
Spring is sprung, baby. March
Spring
1st.
cleaning. You know what we're going to do?
What
We're
are we
going to do
gonna
a mental spring cleaning. We're going to bring back
Oh.
Tommy Talk.
We're going to do Tommy Talk?
So you guys can send in questions, and we'll do Tommy Talk with Tommy and Matthew, and we will answer your questions. We'll give you advice,
I like that.
and that's what we'll do for the next episode. Spring has sprung March 1st,
Let's
2023.
do some mental spring cleaning.
Yeah.
I have to write a theme song now.
Yep.
So we'll get
We will do that today.
Sweet.
All right.
March 1st, Tommy Talk. Email us your questions at dwppod@gmail.com.
And hit us up on Instagram at the Dillon Winkler Podcast.
And we will answer your questions. We're going to have to get a hop on advertising this right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got 1 week.
We got 1 week. Tommy Talk next week. Today we did Summer and Ghosts.
Summer and Ghosts, baby.
I love ya.
I love you too, buddy.
I'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week.
And we'll see you never because we don't know who you are.
Peace.